Well, when we talk about multi-brand, what we mean is a retailer that has a number of brands within its portfolio. It may have grown those brands organically, or maybe it's acquired various brands over the years, and now it has several brands to support typically through consolidated functions in the business. So maybe a single customer service, operation, or a single fulfillment operation, and now they're looking to scale those brands through e-commerce platforms and changes, reduce the cost of ownership as they're supporting multiple brands, and they're looking to Shopify to try and solve that problem, to try and simplify, consolidate their stack, and lower their cost of ownership across multiple brands, all within one retailer. Some of the challenges that these multi-brand retailers face is, I don't know, from what I see anyway, at least some of them have gone through the mergers and acquisitions spree, and they've done the acquisition piece, but they haven't done the merge piece, which means that now they're carrying multiple platforms. And that is then leading to significant amount of complexity within the business sort of processes, and also from a technical integration perspective and overhead, and then also an increased cost of ownership because they're maintaining these multiple different stacks. And life just becomes harder. So they're trying to grow their businesses through more brands and brands, but actually, it's almost exponentially more difficult, exponentially, more costly as they add more brands to the group. So really, they've got to go on a journey of that typical simplification, consolidation, and lowering cost of ownership journey for them to be able to grow, to satisfy that sort of that M&A desire, if you like, or path for the business. So I think you solve those multi-brand problems with the Shopify platform. Really, it comes down to that theme system and having a scalable theme system across the different brands. So what's a theme for those that don't know, that aren't yet on Shopify? Essentially, it is your UX, UI in terms of it's your user experience, user interface with all of your kind of brand content within it and all of your configuration settings, if you like, within a store. So it pretty much is your store, but it's the look and feel of that. And it's about being able to maintain a master theme, if you like, and then being able to leverage it across multiple brands. So each brand will still have its own clear identity and its own look and feel to the brand, but it'll all be using the same core theme system underneath it. So there's only kind of one platform to maintain across multiple brands rather than having multiple different platforms across all of those brands.
So the master theme is a collection of your core features and components for your site. So components are essentially bits of functionality on your site: your header, your add to bag button, your footer, etc. So these components will build out for all your brands, and then we're able to customize them per brand.
So you build it once and use it many times. Right?
Exactly. And I think that's the problem with multi-brands today. They have to build it multiple times and they have to maintain it multiple times, and that's where the cost overhead comes in, and the time it takes to make changes goes up exponentially. Having that master theme system allows us to move very quickly and also cost effectively.
So Fuse Fabric's uniquely positioned, I think, to handle the demands, if you like, from a multi-brand retailer, because we have our own Shopify theme that's called Fused. We've invested in it over the years, and ultimately it allows us to deploy a lightweight but feature-rich theme, selecting from over 100 different components, that the retailer can select those components into that central theme and then leverage those across multiple brands, still giving each brand a unique identity, all the while using a theme that is fast, SEO optimized, and also serves that kind of accessibility standard. So we're one of the first Shopify partners that have implemented at an enterprise level for a multi-brand retailer at scale. And we're seeing more and more of those multi-brand retailers coming to Shopify, and therefore we have an opportunity to work with those retailers. And because of all the work that we've done in this multi-brand space, we think that we're uniquely positioned to help them.
One of the key takeaways is standardizing your processes where you can across your brands. The more you can standardize, the less complexity you're going to have in the build. Another takeaway was visualize the design, right? It's so important working with multiple brand teams. They need to know what they're getting. They want to see how the brand is going to look before anything is done, any code is written.